Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. And today, we have something big. Something that fans have been waiting for, and honestly, something no one expected to explode this fast. Because if you thought the story between Lee Min-ho and Kim Go Eun was already mysterious, subtle, and filled with hidden moments, well, the truth is finally out. And this time, it's not a rumor, not speculation, not coincidence, but a hidden message from Lee Min-ho himself that is sending shockwaves across the entire Korean entertainment world. So buckle up, because we're about to dive into the moment that has everyone talking. Let's rewind a bit. Ever since their unforgettable chemistry in The King, Eternal Monarch, fans have been holding on to every interaction, every glance, and every rumor between Lee Min-ho and Kim Go Eun. Their on-screen chemistry was too natural, too seamless, too emotional to be just acting. And as time went on, even after the drama ended, the lingering connection between them kept reappearing, quietly, subtly, but undeniably. But recently, things took a sudden turn when a new update from Lee Min-ho surfaced online. It wasn't a bold announcement. It wasn't a public statement. It wasn't even a casual post, but a very hidden message. One that he left so subtly that only the most attentive fans could catch it. And once they did, chaos erupted. Here's what happened. Lee Min-ho uploaded a seemingly normal update. A simple photo, a few words, something that looked like just another artistic reflection from his everyday life. But fans immediately noticed something off. Something familiar. Something connected to Kim Go Eun. At first, people thought they were imagining it. But the more they looked, the clearer it became. The symbolism, the timing, the caption, the background detail. It was all too specific to be coincidental. One fan pointed out that the photo Lee Min-ho posted had a small object in the corner, one that looked almost identical to something Kim Go Eun was seen with just a few days earlier. Another noticed that the caption echoed a line Kim Go Eun used in her interview. And then someone realized the posting time matched a date important to the King fans, almost like an anniversary nod. The internet exploded instantly. People began connecting the dots, comparing screenshots, circling tiny details, and building the puzzle piece by piece. And as the discussion spread, more fans uncovered even deeper layers. A lyric reference tied to Go Eun's recent project, the same color palette she used in her promotional shoot, and a phrase that directly mirrored a comment she made about relationships during a magazine interview. It was too aligned, too perfect, too intentional. This wasn't just a random update. It was a message, quiet, coded, but definitely meaningful. And the biggest question suddenly hit everyone like a wave. Was Lee Min-ho sending a hidden message to Kim Go Eun? As the debate grew, Korean forums caught on. International fan bases jumped in. Even casual viewers who weren't hardcore shippers began to admit this wasn't an ordinary coincidence. But here's where it gets even more shocking. A well-known industry insider, who has previously commented on celebrity interactions and behind-the-scenes stories, made a subtle remark that added fuel to the fire. Without naming anyone directly, they hinted that certain actors often express their thoughts or feelings through symbolic online posts rather than direct statements, especially when privacy is a priority. And immediately, everyone knew who the comment was referencing. This insider has spoken about Lee Min-ho before. They've noted how he tends to be cautious, reserved, but expressive in ways that only people who truly follow him would understand. And the fact that this new update aligned with Kim Go Eun's recent activities only made fans more convinced. But the real turning point came when Kim Go Eun herself posted something just hours later. Her update matched the tone of Lee Min-ho's, simple, artistic, reflective, almost like a reply. Fans noticed that her caption subtly referenced clarity and timing, two words that seemed to directly respond to the message hidden in Min-ho's post. The visuals even had similar hues, creating a matching aesthetic that felt impossible to ignore. At this moment, the fandom went wild. People started saying, "This is it." They're communicating. Not loudly, not publicly, but in their own quiet language. Others pointed out that celebrities who are keeping something private often rely on symbolic posts instead of obvious interactions. And considering Lee Min-ho and Kim Go Eun's extremely guarded personal lives, this theory suddenly seemed more believable than ever. The more the analysis spread, the more the narrative sharpened. These posts aren't random. They're connected. And they're connected to each other. Now, let's talk about how this affects their current image. Lee Min-ho is one of Korea's most recognizable, most followed, and most talked about stars. Every move he makes is monitored. Every update he posts becomes news. And Kim Go Eun? She's one of the most respected actresses in the industry, private, grounded, and thoughtful. The idea that these two, with all their fame and all their pressure, would choose to communicate in such a quiet, coded way is both heartwarming and incredibly intriguing. It gives a sense of intimacy, a story happening behind the scenes, away from the spotlight, but still visible if you know where to look. But here's the part that is making fans lose their minds. This is not the first time something like this has happened. Fans have been tracking subtle coincidences between Lee Min-ho and Kim Go Eun for years. Matching outfits, shared photographers, similar moods in their posts, overlapping themes, and timing that seems too perfect to ignore. But this time, this one feels the most direct, the most intentional, the most revealing. Because unlike the past coincidences, this hidden message wasn't vague. It wasn't general. It wasn't something that could apply to anyone. It carried emotional weight. It carried symbolism. It carried personal connection. And Kim Go Eun's almost immediate post only intensified the possibility that they were acknowledging each other through subtle signals. People are now calling this the clearest sign so far. Others say, Lee Min-ho finally slipped, and it says everything. Some fans think this is the moment that finally ties all the past clues into one undeniable storyline. Of course, neither of them will ever publicly confirm anything, at least not anytime soon. They value privacy more than anything. But sometimes, actions speak louder than words. And in this case, the action was small, but the message was huge. Because for the first time in a very long time, fans feel like they're not imagining things. They're not overthinking. They're not stretching interpretations. They're seeing something real, something quietly shared between two people who have always had extraordinary chemistry. And that is exactly why this moment is sending shockwaves worldwide. Whether you see it as a sign of affection, a message of support, or a quiet nod to a deeper connection, one thing is clear. Lee Min-ho's hidden message to Kim Go Eun has completely changed the conversation. It has revived the fandom. It has sparked new theories. And it has shown that sometimes, even silence can be louder than a confession. Because in the world of celebrities, where everything is scrutinized, the most meaningful things are often said without words.